Okay, so now we are going to go and look at volumes of spheres. And again, we are given a formula. The formula of a sphere, right, like a basketball or something like that. So a ball is 4/3 pi r cubed, where r is the radius. So let's look and see how it applies. So we are given a sphere that has a diameter, right, of 72 feet. Let's go and find the volume of that sphere. So just like before, the things that we need, in this case, all we need to know is what is R. So R in this case is half of 72 or 36. So plugging this into our formula, we get 4/3 pi times 36 cubed. And we can then go and plug this into our calculator or do it by hand or however you want to do it. And you're going to get 62208 pi. And again, because this is in feet, this would be a volume. So this is feet cubed. That's all there is to it. So let's do one more. One more. Let's do a composite figure because those are always interesting. So we're going to look at a cone, like an ice cream cone, right? So in this case, I want you to notice we're not given a full sphere, right? We're given the cone is on the bottom, right? And then the ice cream or whatever it is on top, and that's a hemisphere. It's half of it. So if you want to, I'm going to just shade this really quickly. All we are given is this. So it's kind of like a weird thing, like, you kind of think of a scoop of ice cream would be a full circle, but this is not a full circle. This is just like that top half, okay? So we want to find the volume of this shape. So how do we do that? Well, let's go identify a couple things. Things that we need to know. If I want to, for either both these pieces, I'm going to need to know what is the radius. I think you do the radius, since the diameter is 10, the radius is 5. We also are going to need to know, because we have a cone, we're going to need to know what is the height. So again, we have a triangle. We have a right triangle. I'll just kind of draw it here. And its dimensions that we know so far are 5, 13, and h. So h squared plus 5 squared equals 13 squared. So h squared plus 25 equals 169. So h squared equals 144. H equals plus or minus 12. So h in this case is positive 12. So we are ready. So the first thing we're going to do, let's start with the easy bar. Let's start with the cone, because that's what we did the other day. So in order to find the volume of a cone, so I'm going to do cone here, right? I'm going to have cone, and I'm going to have hemisphere, right? That's half a sphere. P-H-E-R-E. I think that's how you spell it. Okay, so let's start with the cone first, though, because again, that's one we did the other day. So we get volume equals 1/3 pi r squared times h. So in this case, we get volume equals 1/3 pi. R is 5, 5 squared, and the h is 12. So what do we get for the cone? So for the cone, that's going to come out to, let's see, 1/3 of 12 is 4. 4 times 25, so that's 100. So this is 100 pi. Okay, let's go find the volume of the hemisphere. So hemisphere is half a sphere. So in other words, let's go, if we were to find the volume of the sphere, right? So the volume, so a quick reminder, volume of a sphere is 4/3 pi r cubed. But now we want to find the volume of the hemisphere, which is half of it. So I'm going to say, if you don't mind, I'm going to abbreviate. I'll say hemi for hemisphere. That's going to be half, right, of our 4/3 pi r cubed. So 1/2 of 4/3 is 4/6 or 2/3. So our formula is 2/3 pi r cubed. So in order to find the volume, we're going to plug that in. So I get volume equals 2/3 pi. R in this case we said was 5, so this is 5 cubed. So we're going to get 5 cubed is 125 times 2 is 250. So this is going to be 250 divided by 3 So that's the volume of our hemisphere. So if we want to find the volume of the total cone, and hemisphere added together, we're going to, like I said, we're going to find the total. So we're going to add them together. So I'm going to say the total is 100 pi plus 250 divided by 3 pi. Let's move that down just a little bit. Boop. Okay. And that's going to clean up to 550 divided by 3 pi. Our units, this thing was in centimeters, so it is going to be centimeters cubed. Again, that is all there is to that lesson. Nice, quick, easy one. Again, if you have questions, we will have a Zoom meeting that you can ask questions on.